Hello dear students, welcome to the new video lectures on engineering mechanics. I am Dr. Samadhan Murkade, Assistant Professor VPKBIT Baramati. In this video lectures, I am going to talk about the Unit 1 of Engineering Mechanics. The name of topic is Resolution and Composition of Forces. First of all, we are going to discuss what is meant by resultant force. Resultant force, it is that single force which produces the same effect on the body as the number of forces are producing on it while acting simultaneously. Means if a number of forces acting on a body and that number of forces has been replaced by a single force, that single force is called as a resultant force, and effect of that number of forces and effect of the resultant force is same, that both the forces producing the same effect, that is called the resultant force. Okay, now next is composition of forces, a process in which we find the resultant of all the forces. Means the procedure we are going to adopt, that procedure is called as a composition of forces. Now let us discuss the procedure to find out the resultants. R means resultant force is denoted by R, capital R. Okay, in first steps we have to find out summation of fx, which represents summation of all horizontal forces in x direction, that is summation fx, or it is called as rx. Similarly, in step number 2, find summation fy. Summation fy means summation of all vertical forces in y directions, that is ry. In step number 3, calculate magnitude of resultant r by using the following formula: r is equal to square root of rx square plus ry square, or summation fx square plus summation fy square. If r is given, then rx is equal to summation fx and ry is equal to summation fy. Step number 4, find inclination theta of resultant r using following formula. Step number 3 gives the magnitude. Now we have to find out the directions, that is the direction theta. That theta is equal to tan inverse of ry by rx, or tan inverse of fy by fx. This gives the direction of the resultant force. Okay. Now sometime instead of resultant, equilibrium force is asked. Now see what is meant by equilibrium force. It is a single force which brings the system to equilibrium. Thus, equilibrant is equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, and collinear to the resultant force. This is important. Okay? Equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, and collinear to resultant force. We are going to discuss this when we are going to solve the numerical. Now, these are the important notes you have to keep in mind while solving the numerical. Okay, now see what are these notes. Number 1, if resultant is horizontal, then summation fx is equal to r. Because your resultant is horizontal, therefore summation fx is equal to r, and therefore fy is equal to 0. Now if your resultant is vertical, then fy is equal to r, fx is equal to 0. If resultant is 0, then fx as well as fy both are 0. Okay, see these three means any one of the condition is given in the problems, and based on that you have to decide the summation fx and some values of summation fx and fy. Okay, so please keep these 3 points while solving the examples. Okay, now see the example first. Find the magnitude of the resultant and its location of the following forces acting at point O as shown in figure. 1, 2, 3, 4 forces are acting at points. First of all, we have to resolve these forces. So summation fx 200 cos 30 minus 300 sin 45 minus 350 cos 40 is a resolution of these forces. Okay, then summation fy 200 sin 30 plus 300 plus 300 cos 45 minus 350, fy comes out 419.3. Now step number 3, r is equal to summation fx square plus fy square, it comes out to be 519.7. This is the magnitude of resultants. Now its direction, theta is equal to tan inverse of fy by fx. So theta comes out to be 53.8. This is the first example. Now second, compute the x and y components of each force as shown in figure. Now see, these are the 4 forces are given. here directly angle is given, and in this case its slope is given. So first of all we have to calculate its angle of inclination. So this comes out to be theta is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 2. This is theta is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 2, opposite upon adjacent. So it comes out to be how much? And then next is theta 2 is equal to tan inverse of uh, 2 by 1. 2 by 1 or 1 by theta. This is theta. So this 2 by 1 or 1 by 2. You see here explanation is given. Okay. So after calculating the theta, we have to resolve the forces. So 1 Tx is equal to 400.49, Ty is equal to 600.74. So Fx is equal to minus 200 cos 60. It is comes out to minus, and Fy is equal to plus 200 sin 60, that is 173.9. Then Px 400 cos 35, that is minus 327.66, and Py is minus 400. Why minus? Because it is going downward, it is going in left direction. So minus 400 sin 35 minus 229.43. And similarly Qx and Qy, it comes out to be, after calculating it becomes cos q cos theta, and vertical down minus become q sin theta. Okay, so this way you have to resolve the forces. So problem number 2 is over. Now we are going to discuss the next numerical. A car is pulled by means of two ropes as shown in figure. The tension in one rope is P, which is equal to 2.6 kilonewton. If the resultant of the two forces applied at O is directed along the x-axis of the car, find the tension in the other rope and magnitude of resultants. See, this is the car is there. These are the two forces P and Q, horizontal axis. So this is the top view. Now we have to draw the free-body diagram. This is point O. This is P. This is Q. Okay. Now see solution. Fy is equal to 0 because resultant is horizontal. See, this is the condition. Here in problem image, if the resultant of the two forces directed along x-axis means summation fx is equal to r. So Fy is equal to 0. Therefore Fy is equal to 0. So just use that 2.6 sin 32 vertical. This is horizontal cos component, vertical sin component. 2.6 sin 32 minus q sin 20 is equal to 0. Therefore q is equal to 2.934. Similarly, fx is equal to r because the resultant is horizontal. Therefore r is equal to 2.6 cos 32 plus 2.93 cos 28. So it comes out to be 4.79. Okay, this is the by using the resolution of the force. The same problem you can also able to solve by using the law of parallelogram. Just form a parallelogram by using the free body diagram concept, and use that tan alpha is equal to q sin theta divided by q plus r cos theta. So it becomes tan 28, q become 2.934 kilonewton, and just r is equal to square root p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So r coming out to be 4.8 kilonewton. So this way you have to solve the numericals. Okay. Now next problem, the to move a boat uniformly along a river uh, at a given speed of resultant force r is equal to 520 newton is required. Two men pulling with a force P and Q by means of ropes. To do this, the ropes makes an angle of 30 degree and 40 degree respectively with the sides of the river as shown in figure. Determine the force P and Q. If theta is equal to 30, find the value of theta 2 such that force in the rope Q is minimum. What is the minimum force Q? See, this is the figure given, theta 1, theta 2, P and Q force R is horizontal. Okay, so Fx is Rx is equal to Fx. So 520 is equal to P cos 30 plus Q cos 40. Therefore 520 is equal to 0.866 P plus 0.7 is equation number 1. Okay, resolution of P and Q. Then Fy. Fx is equal to R, therefore Fy is equal to 0. 0 is equal to P sin 30 minus Q sin 40 minus, because it is downward, then therefore it becomes 0.5 p minus 0.6482 q. Equation number 2. Now after solving this 1 and 2, you will get p and q. P is equal to 355.7 and q is equal to 276.68 newton. Now for the force q to be, the first part is over, now second part. For the force q to be minimum, force P and Q should be perpendicular to each other. This is the condition, okay, that is theta 1 plus theta 2 should be 90 degree. And since theta 1 is given as 30 degree, therefore theta 2 is 60. Therefore Rx is equal to Fx. So just calculate that 520. Now instead of Q, it is Q minimum now. So by now similarly for Fy, Q minimum, solve equation 3 and 4, you will get Q minimum is 260 kN. Okay. Just one thing is that two forces should be, that one force should be minimum, that angle between these two is 90 degree, that you have to remember. Okay. Next problem, an eye bolt is being pulled from the ground by three forces as shown in figure. Determine the equilibrium on the eye bolt which resists to come out. Okay, so this is the figure is given. Now not resultant is not asking, but equilibrium is asking. Okay, and in during the discussions we have discussed the definition of equilibrium force. Equilibrium force is equal in magnitude of resultant force, opposite in direction and collinear. Okay, now see the procedure how equilibrium can be determined. Okay, so here three forces, 1 2 3. This is horizontal force, no need to resolve. This is inclined force, slope is given, so you have to calculate angle. So if you call it as a theta 1, so theta 1 is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. This comes out to be 36.87 degree. And if this is theta 2, so tan theta is equal to 4 by 3. It comes out to 53.13. Okay, now resolve this all. Summation fx 1000 plus 2000 cos 36, its resolution 200 cos theta. 2000 cos theta, 2000 cos 36.87 minus 3000 cos 53.13. So fx comes out to be 800 positive because it is going in right direction. Now similarly fy is equal to 200 sin 36.87 plus 300 sin 53.13, and no force in horizontal. This is only horizontal force. Okay, so for vertical only two components come into picture. So fy comes out to be 3600. Now calculate resultant. R is equal to square root 800 square plus 3600 square. R is equal to 3687.82. Now it's inclination theta. Tan inverse of Fy by Fx 77.47 degree. So position of resultant Fx is positive Fx Fy. Therefore resultant lies in first quadrant. Both are positive. Okay. Now see, this is the position of resultant xy, first quadrant R. So since equilibrium is equal in magnitude, opposite in direction and collinear to that of resultant force, therefore equilibrium E lies in third quadrant. See, this is the equilibrium resultant. Equilibrium is opposite in directions. It's opposite in directions in third quadrant. Okay, and magnitude is remains same because it's equal in opposite directions. Okay, so this way you have to calculate the equilibrium force. Though equilibrium is asked in the problem, you must have to calculate the result. The same procedure you have to follow except last steps. Okay. Now the next numerical. A body is acted upon by forces as shown below. Find the resultant of these forces. 50 Newton acting due to east, 100 Newton 50 degree north of east, 75 Newton 20 degree west of north, 120 Newton acting 30 degree south of west, 90 Newton acting 25 degree west of south, 30 Newton acting 40 degree south of west. All forces are acting at point O. See, now forces are given in direction wise. Okay, so you take in mind. See, 50 degree north of east means measure an angle from angle of 50 degree from east towards north, means whatever second direction is given, from that you have to measure the angles. Similar guidelines you have to follow. Okay, now see, this is 50, no need 100, so it is 150 of north of east, means from east it is 50 degree. Now 75 20 degree west of north, from north it is 20 degree. Okay, now just after that resolve all this. summation fx. So it comes out to be 7.95. Fy comes out to be minus 45.91 after resolving. R is equal to 7.95 square plus 45.91 square. Therefore, R is 46.59 and theta is equal to tan inverse of. So theta is comes out to be 80.18. Position of resultant with respect to P is this. One is positive, one is negative, so it lies in fourth quadrant, first, second, third, fourth. Now next problem. For the system shown, determine the required value of alpha if resultant of these three forces is to be vertical. See here, resultant is given vertical, means Fy is equal to R and Fx is equal to 0 and the corresponding magnitude resultant. Okay, since resultant is vertical, Fx is equal to 0, therefore 100 cos alpha plus 150 cos alpha plus 30 minus 200 cos alpha is equal to 0. Now after solving all the equation, you will get 75 sin alpha is equal to 30 cos alpha. Just sin upon cos, you will get tan alpha. Alpha comes out to be 21.8 degree. The resultant is vertical. Therefore, R is equal to Fy. Or R is equal to minus 100 sin alpha minus 150 sin alpha plus 30 minus 200 sin alpha is equal to 0. Therefore, R is equal to minus 229.29. Minus means it is going in downward directions. Next, the forces 7 kilonewton, 10 kilonewton, 10 kilonewton and 3 kilonewton respectively act at one of the angular point of a regular pentagon towards the other 4 points taken in order. Find their resultant completely. So this is given 7, 10 and 10, 3. Regular pentagon is a polygon having 5 sides of equal length. The point of intersection of two sides is called as the angular point. Therefore, pentagon has 5 angular points. Therefore, included angle of any regular pentagon is 180 minus 360 upon number of sides. Therefore, for pentagon, included angle is equal to 180 minus 360 by 5 is equal to 108. Therefore, theta is equal to 108 by 3, 36 degree. Now represents it 36, 72, and it is from this it is 72. Okay, so now this is the representation of ribbon diagram. Now resolve fx is equal to comes out to be 17.25, fy is equal to 18.24, r comes out to be 25.10, and its direction theta is 46.59 degree. Now its position of resultant is the figure you have to both are positive, fx and fy, so resultant lies in first quadrant and its direction 46.59 with respect to horizontal. Now next, the top end of a vertical board is connected by two cables having tension T1 is equal to 500 Newton and T2 is equal to 1500 Newton as shown in figure. Find third cable AB. The third cable AB is used as a guy wire. Determine the tension in cable AB. The result of the three concurrent forces acting at A is vertical. Also find resultant. See this, you have to draw diagram at A point. This is T, angle is given. This is T1, it is angle is 20 is given. This is the cable AB. So cable we have to cut, and the cable are always in tension. So it is showing like T3. Okay, and its angle you are going to determine. This is 9, this is 12. So tan theta is equal to 12 by 9 at 36.87. Okay, so and R is vertical. So down see this, which is given in the problem. Okay, now resolve this for summation fx is equal to 0. You will get T3 1381.98. Now resultant is vertical, R is equal to Fy, therefore R is equal to 2026.59. Next, the resultant of two forces P and Q is 1200 Newton vertical. Determine the force Q and the corresponding angle theta for the system of forces shown in figure. As the resultant is 1200 Newton vertical, summation Fx is equal to 0 and Fy is equal to 1200 Newton. Okay, so now yes, summation fx is equal to r. 0 is equal to 600 cos 60 minus q sin theta. Therefore, q sin theta is equal to 600 cos 60. So fy is equal to r. Second equation, r is given as 1200 is equal to 600 sin 60 plus q cos theta. This is the resolution. I am not repeating every time how cos come and how sin comes. Okay. So q cos theta is equal to 1200 minus 600 sin 60. Equation number 2. Now divide equation 1 by 2. That becomes q sin theta upon q cos theta. But this becomes tan theta 600 cos theta. Okay. Now here theta comes out to be 23.8. Now substitute this equation 1 or 2. You will get q is equal to 743.41 Newton.